to the Game Entertainment Network. Hey, first of all, man, I like to thank everybody for putting that subscribe button, man. And if you ain't subscribed to the channel yet, hit that subscribe button, man. Become a part of the Game Entertainment Network family. And for those who've been hitting that subscribe button, man, appreciate y'all, man, for getting us to past 1,000 subscribers, man, and raising the vibration in the community, no doubt. But hey, year 10, fellas, how about that? This is the 10th season of our college football league, and without further ado, Texas A&M versus Auburn on the road. Let's get it started.
Welcome to Auburn, Alabama. A beautiful day for college football as the War Eagle cry reverberates across Jordan-Hare Stadium as their beloved Tigers are set to kick off another season. A top 25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. First down for this offense. They'll give it to the back. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. The Tigers, dating to the days of Shook Jordan and Pat Dye, love to keep the ball on the ground.
The stadium goes nuts and the eagle flies and everybody's happy. Run the football, win football games. It's good times on the plains.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Quarterback will audible. They're getting this guy lathered up. Now, a couple of times historically that the SEC has reached into the Big 12 during an expansion era, and the Big 12 would love to land a blow on the field here in this one.
Yeah, and I think there probably is some of that with the Big 12. A lot of these teams, they used to be in our conference, and you've kind of ruined what we had built. So we got a chance now to make a dent in this, to show you, like, we're not just your, like, little recruiting system and little farm team, Jesse. Like, we're a real conference that wants to come out and make a statement.
I agree, David. I think the Big 12 throughout the years here recently has done a good job reloading, bringing in good quality programs with a lot of talented football players and those wide open, up-tempo, high-scoring offenses that can give any SEC defense problems.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs.
Cricket, reload.
Hands it off. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
This guy's a game changer at the running back position, man. Don't you just feel like you have to be if you're going to be toting the rock at Auburn? Bo Jackson obviously won a Heisman Trophy. Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown on the same team at the same time. And then Tank Bigsby here in recent years, too. Physical runners, but they also had speed. They were the total package, and I think this guy fits right into that category.
Now they've moved it just inside the 40. First and 10 from the 39. Now he's looking to throw it. Makes the catch. It's Clay. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. Going to try to get it himself. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? Looking to throw for it. Buys a little extra time. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up
Play
the
action.
pass
I did not see that coming.
Trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make
Be
an
on board
accurate
right there.
enough throw. Ball's incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on 4th down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Using his legs, it's Hardy. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered on.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun. The running back has it. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
Lining up to convert third down. Looking downfield, it's Walters. Safe completion on the screen. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. They'll leave it with the lone back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at that, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Takes the handoff. It's Hardy. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Walters. Pocket starts to collapse. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack.
What a great play on defense there. It was virtually unblockable. He reminds me of Nick Fairley, probably the most dominant Auburn Tiger defender that I can remember. He was simply unblockable. You could single team him, double team him up front. He was playing D-tackle, and offenses just didn't have an answer for him. This guy right here, there's times where he flashes a little bit of that Nick Fairley ability.
We might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. He's looking downfield to throw. Gonna let it fly. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, 3rd down, 4th down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They go right back to him. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. He's got 50 yards on the ground in the first quarter. What a tremendous start to this season. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. He'll keep it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And I think everybody wants to run the option nowadays, but the problem is, can everybody read it? You got to be able to stick the ball in the belly of the running back, and you have to be able to understand, or I'm pitching it to him. Whatever the read is, you can tell he was a little bit confused, a little bit slow, and that's why the defense won this rep.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Wide out in motion. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. He's got his man, and they get him down.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
That's the end of the first quarter. And after one, we're tied 0-0.
Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. Quick strike complete. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
The Tigers have their offense in high gear. They'll leave it with him. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
You know, in the SEC, you're going to have to run the football if you're going to win games. You can go on and on talking about great Auburn running backs back in the day, but right here, right now, if this team's going to win an SEC championship, they need to force-feed this guy the football and let him go to work.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. A shot toward the end zone, and incomplete on the deep ball.
Man, and that's one he probably wants back. And sometimes you underestimate the speed of your guy or how fast he gets out there, and you could tell just threw that a little bit too far. His receiver didn't have the jets to go catch up with that one.
That incompletion leads to 2nd down and 10. He's looking to throw. Unleashes one deep. And he intercepts it. Smashes through. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always, always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Scanning the field, it's Walters. Swings it out to his running back. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before they'll recycle that down marker.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And that ball is picked off. Looking for more room. He's at the 10. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
They'll try to run it in. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He's got it. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Trying to surge it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Auburn! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. If you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Colorado is getting stomped. You could bring back any of the greats they've had there, Cordell Stewart or Rashaan Salam. None of them would make a difference today. They're trailing by 14 to UCF. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. Looking for a man. It's Walters. He's got it down the middle. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They'll try to get it through the air. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, not down in distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
They'll throw it on first down. They're setting up the screen. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in 2nd and manageable.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He's brought down at the 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for a first down.
When you think Texas A&M football, man, you think running the football all the way back to R.C. Slocum, a great Aggie head coach. You just want to be the more physical team, and you want to be imposing your will. This guy right here toting the rock has the ability to wear and grind on defenses. He brings that physical presence to this offense.
Texas A&M going up tempo. Here's the handoff. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Looking for space. It's Hardy. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
It's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Colin.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. Running back searching for a hole.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Quarterback moving. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Get the quarterback off his spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hit on him. Check, check, check. You want to do everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable. The defense did all 3 of those on this play and finished it off with a nice lick, nice physical play on the quarterback.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Trying to take it back. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a high level.
Bunch formation, trying to spring a guy free. These corners backing off a bit. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a 4th quarter game. Make them feel you and keep them off balance.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Blasted as he lets it go. And that pass picked off. The sudden change on the turnover, man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his 2nd pick thrown in this game.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He wants to throw. Now improvising. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. They're working that left side. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Just about set here in the 2nd half as Auburn about to kick it off. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if any of you are this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Escapes the sack. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Zings it complete to the right. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback. And that
he lost it high and deep down the left side. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They've put themselves in a hole to start. It's 1st and 20. To throw, it's Walters. Got it set up on the outside. At the 35, he's open. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Finds the tight end. Tackle is made after the first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
Wants to throw on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Really need positive yards on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they'll snap it from the 44. From the gun, running back gets the give. And that ball's free behind the line. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Man, oh man, these offenses just haven't been able to find any room to get things going, David.
And to quote the great philosopher, Reese Davis, this is very ungood. Just nothing working for this offense, Palmer. They got to find something.
Well, the plays look good against the scout team during the week in practice, but they have just not been able to find a rhythm against this defense today.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Crosses the 30. He's got away. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The execution on that screen pass is one that will go in a coaching plan.
Nice execution on the screen. Allow the rush to come upfield. Now I release, get the ball to the running back. I got my playmaker in space. Nice chunk yardage play right there by the offense.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And this guy's just never been able to get into a rhythm all game long, whether it's been because of pressure or the defense disguising their coverages. He just doesn't seem right. And as a result, he's now thrown 3 picks in this game.
Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. For this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing, get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
Back to pass, it's Walters. Lets it fly. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Off he goes. Touchdown, Aggies. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And it took a minute, but the passing attack now on board. The first passing touchdown of the season, and it took to the second half. But I tell you what, this offense will find its rhythm. They'll grow. They'll get better throughout the season, and this is going to be a hard passing attack to stop.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the 3rd. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Colorado is getting stomped. You could bring back any of the greats they've had there, Cordell Stewart or Rashaan Salam. None of them would make a difference today. They're trailing by 28 to UCF. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. And then a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Quick completion to the right. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right. Makes the right read. Gets a nice positive gain.
plank a day. What's going on, Jen? They out here testing me, man.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. He's going to pass. Fires to the big fella.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Red pass, it's complete. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Clay. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. They'll run it. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22. Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force them to settle for a field goal? They'll try to pick up the first through the air. The throw to the outside is complete. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Really nice job there at the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. Timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Trying to slam in. And he was able to pick up a few yards on the ground, and the clock has run out here in the 3rd. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. 3:25. Quarterback duplicitous in his dealing. Some would even say sneaky. Touchdown, Tigers! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Man, those are so hard to stop defensively. We're just trying to dive in there on the D-line and create a pile and stuff them on 1st down, and the 2nd down they go to Old Faithful, run the quarterback sneak to perfection.
The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. gets set, first down. He's looking to throw it. Grabs it in the middle. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. Texas A&M going quickly.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. On the ground with the counter. Running to Green. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Looking to move it through the air. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
That's one I think if the running back could have over, he would just let that ball sail out of bounds incomplete. Because he made the catch, but lost yards because of it. It wasn't an accurate throw. He'll know next time to just let that ball go.
Looking to pass. It's Walters. Get it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of this spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And some people won't like that, but I like aggressiveness, and that's who they are as an offense, so it's okay to be aggressive. But I know one thing now. After that 4th down stop and you're trailing, I'm going to need my defense to be aggressive. It's going to be a big possession right here in the 4th quarter to get me the football back.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. From the gun, the give, looking for room. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through him.
Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the run. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. They'll try the run. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Auburn going to work with another 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to get to it. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. He wants to throw it. Setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
What a great play by the defense. In a critical down late in the game, 1 possession behind, you needed to come up with that play now to hopefully force a punt and give your offense a chance to go win the game.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. He had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
And after missing that field goal, this is still a 1-possession game, guys.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Might as well give it to him again. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
Still running at the 40. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. I mean, you better bring your big
boy, Mary Mouser, man.
playing this.
Big boy pass.
Playing his ass off for a man that's only coming in on 3 wide. Watch out for him. 3 catches, 2 touchdowns. Watch out for that boy. And his brother committed this year. Instant commit. Brother say, I'm going to have 2 Merrill Mimosas next year. All right, defense. Let's win championship. Let's do what we do.
Point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Colorado is getting stomped. You could bring back any of the greats they've had there, Cordell Stewart or Rashaan Salaam. None of them would make a difference today. They're trailing by 34 to UCF. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Power football with the run. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. The clock stopped. 2 minutes left to play in this one.
Sometimes in your playbook, you have run plays that are called run-it runs. You leave the play on no matter what look the defense gives you. That time the defense was blitzing, but they just kept the play on. That is an attitude-type run that you can run into any kind of look, and it paid off for them.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Quarterback checking off. Going up top on first down. With the catch, it's Clay.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the end route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Oh, so close to paying off. The tip really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete.
Well, the defense came into this game with a great game plan, and today they have been challenged, and they have answered that challenge. That was phenomenal coverage, reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the ball. You cannot do it any better than that.
A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
How nice is it as a defense when you've got a corner that can play on an island and be as dominant as this guy has been all game long? You just saw another great example of it right there. Breaking on the ball and knocking it away.
Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but You take those breaks when you can get them.
Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. The offense really couldn't ask for much more than this, Jesse.
You're right. With this much time on the clock, David, the playbook's wide open. You don't have to just be throwing it every down. You can sprinkle in some runs, too.
And you find out what your quarterback's about. Big time, prime time moment. You got the ball, tie game, you want to go win, make some plays for him.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
It's a fine line right now between being aggressive, trying to win it here, and not blowing the game with a turnover. On the run, it's Hardy. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Timeout on the field, and we've got a dandy all tied up late in the fourth. Hoping to help their kicker out with a few yards on third down, because from here, it would be a 58-yarder. Direct snap. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense, because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's third and long or third and inches, you just have to go execute, and they do it there.
And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Looking for a productive play on first down. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. After getting moved back, it's 1st and 20. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Great job of timing the blitz and calling it at a perfect moment. The offense was going to drop back and throw. They're able to get to him, hit him. They don't get the sack, but they do affect his accuracy and falls incomplete.
And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. We're getting deep in the game, and this is for the lead. Oh, and he missed it. No good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game. We'll get it started here in overtime. Off play action on first down. Quickly complete. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Here comes 1st and goal as they try to strike here in overtime. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide in these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw, it's Walters. Gets open down the middle. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. It's what a modern fullback has to do, almost like a tight end, to be able to be there and be available for the quarterback in the passing game, Jeff.
Yeah, you got to be able to do a lot of different things, Reese, no doubt about it. It's not just blocking, but it's lining up at different spots all over the field as well, running routes, and then being a viable option for your quarterback.
Forward. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both. Got it stopped. Now forcing a 4th down.
Defense will call a timeout. They got a peek at the formation. Want to make sure they're in the right call on this big down here in overtime. They'll try to strike first with a field goal in overtime. Oh, he missed it. No good. Now all of the pressure switches to their defense. They've got to get a stop, nothing to work with as they try to force another round of OT. First down, and this defense is desperate. Any kind of score, and it's over. He'll start this drive firing. They've got the screen set up. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Leaves it with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Third down, any kind of score wins it. They want to make sure they stay in position for their kicker. Leaves it with the back. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here.
Well, after the tackle now, that sets up 4th and 2. And these offenses, they practice for these types of situations. It's not like they just have quarterback sneak in their back pocket for 4th and inches. They've got plays designed to go and get this, David, so it'll be interesting to see if this offense wants to roll the dice.
Yeah, and most of the time, I'm rolling the dice. I'm going to be aggressive. And as a defense, you also know that too. And you're ready. You're not caught off guard by offenses nowadays going forward on 4th down.
So here comes the field goal team, and they'll kick for the win. And he got it. The kick is good. Wins the game in overtime. My pulse rate is still through the roof on this game. I would have called that one for free. Wait, I don't want to get carried away there, but it was a really fun game and a great win.
It really was. I know we're all up here. We're bouncing around. We're excited after having seen what we just saw. What a great win for this team to go out and do it in overtime. That's the type of game that fans are going to be talking about for a long time, Dave.
Free. Yeah, right. If you know Reese Davis, that is not happening, but we got a free game that was awesome.
Well, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what's wrong with my team, man. I don't know. O-line, quarterback, this is the receivers. I don't know. Somebody's not getting open. Enough shit ain't happening. Shit, line ain't blocking. The running back's not getting enough yards for carry. I don't know what's going on. Just look at us. I mean, we lost and we got 3 interceptions and no touchdown. I mean, the offense is not producing. We threw 2 picks, we threw 2 touchdowns, but I mean, 17-25 is not bad. But it's like we look very mundane out there. You know what I'm saying? We look very boring, very, you know, we got to change some shit up. It's just, we ran good with 2 running backs, but, you know, it is what it is. You got to get Grimes, Boss, Trejo. Shit, you got to get them guys involved, man. I say appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. Hit that like button, help the channel grow and prosper. And, hey, again, thank y'all for the subscription, man. Thank y'all for hitting the like button, man. Thank y'all for being here with me. Could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with me tonight, so appreciate that. And until next time, man, live, love, laugh, and learn. Peace.